Reading the Railway Series, Part 15, Remastered. The Twin Engines. This is retelling because the original version, I was sick for that. This will hopefully replace the old one. Forward. Dear friends, the Fat Controller has just been having a disturbing time. He ordered one goods engine from Scotland and was surprised to receive two. They had both lost their numbers, and no one knew which was which, so he didn't know which engine to keep. The author. Story 1. Hello, twins! More and more people traveled on the Fat Controller's railway. More and more ships came to the harbors. Everyone had to work very hard indeed. The trucks complained bitterly, but then again, trucks always do, so nobody took much notice. The coaches complained too. No sooner had they arrived with one train, they were loaded up with fresh passengers and put on another train for another.
"We don't know whether we're coming or going," they protested. "We feel quite distracted."
No one can say, grumbled Henry, that we're afraid of hard work, but we draw the line at goods trains, finished Gordon. Dirty trucks, dirty sidings, ugh! What are you boiler raking about? Asked Duck. I remember on the Great Western. That tin pot railway. Tin pot indeed. Let me tell you. Silence! Ordered a well-known voice. Let me tell you that a goods engine is coming from Scotland tomorrow. The news was received with acclamation. The next day, the Fat Controller stared at an inspector who had entered his office. Did you say 2 engines, Inspector? Yes, sir. Well, then send the other one back at once. Certainly, sir, but which? The Fat Controller stared again. Engines have numbers, Inspector, he explained patiently. We bought number 57646. Send the other one back. Quite so, sir, but there's been a difficulty. What do you mean? The 2 engines are exactly alike, sir, and don't have numbers. They say they lost them on the way. The Fat Controller seized his hat. We'll soon settle that nonsense, he said gravely. The 2 engines greeted him cheerfully. I hear you lost your number. Oh, gosh. Okay. Good enough. Okay. The 2 engines greeted him cheerfully. I hear you've lost your numbers, he said. How did that happen? Oh, the moyon's slipping off, sir. You ken who it is. The engine spoke in chorus. Oh, I know. Accidentally on purpose. The twins looked pained. Sir, you would never think I would have lost them on purpose. I'm not so sure, said the Fat Controller. Now then, which one of you is 57646? Oh, that, sir, is just what I kind of mean. The Fat Controller looked at their solemn faces. He turned away and seemed to have difficulty of his own. And here's our cover image. I think this is a good sum up. He swung around again. What are your names? Oh, Donald and Boogie, sir. Good, he said. Then your controller can tell me which of you is which. Oh, he'll get no muckle help from him, sir. Why? He doesn't ken of our names, sir. How could he? We only given ourselves names when we lost our numbers. One of you, said the Fat Controller, is playing truant. I shall find him out and send him home. Inspector, he ordered, give these engines numbers and set them to work. And he walked sternly away. Story 2. The Missing Coach. Soon workmen came to give the twins their numbers. Donald was 9, and Douglas was 10. When the men went away, they were left alone in the shed. "Oh, you may have noticed, Dougie, that young painters forgot something." "What did they forget?" "They printed brand new numbers on us, but they printed brand new numbers on our tenders, but they didn't put names on us." Donald winked broadly at his twin. "You mean," grinned Douglas, "that I can..." "Oh, just that," chuckled Donald. "Oh, hold your wrist," said the inspector. "Now 9 and 10, said the inspector. "Here's Duck. He'll show you around before you start work." The twins enjoyed themselves, and soon were friends with Duck. They didn't mind what they did. They tackled goods trains and coaches easily, for once the twins had shunted them. The trucks knew better than to try any tricks. "Oh, yeah, that's good," smiled Duck. "But take my advice. Stay away from Gordon, Henry, and James. They're sure to try some nonsense." "Och, dinna fash yourself," chuckled Douglas. "We'll soon settle them." Donald and Douglas had deep-toned whistles. "Oh, they sound like buses," said Gordon. "Or ships," snickered Henry. "Tugboat Annie," laughed Gordon. "Ha ha ha." Donald and Douglas cruised quietly up on each side. "You wouldn't be making fun of us now, would ye?" asked Donald. Gordon and Henry jumped. They glanced nervously from side to side. No," said Gordon. No, certainly not." "Certainly not," said Henry. "That's fine," said Douglas. "Now just mind yourself now, would ye? And keep it that way." And that is just the way Gordon and Henry kept it. Every day, punctually at 3:30, Gordon steams in with the express. It is called the Wild Nor'Wester and is full of people from England, Wales, and Scotland. There is also a special coach for passengers willing to travel on Thomas's branch line. When the other coaches are taken away, engines have to remember to shunt the special coach to the bay platform. It does not wait there long, as Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle come hurrying up from the junction to fetch it. Thomas is very proud of his special coach. One afternoon, Douglas was helping Duck in the yard while Donald waited to take a goods train to the other end of the line. As Duck was busy arranging Donald's trucks, Douglas offered to take away Gordon's coaches. Douglas was enjoying himself when an awful thought struck him. "Oh, I hope the Fat Controller doesn't find out I shouldn't be here. I couldn't abide going back." He worried so much over this that he forgot all about Thomas's special coach. He pushed it with the others into the carriage siding and then ambled along to join Donald at the water column. As he went, Thomas scampered by, whistling cheerfully. But soon Thomas came fussing. "Where's my coach?" "Coach?" asked Donald. "What coach?" "My special coach that Gordon brings for me. It's gone. I must find it." He bustled away. "Oh, losh sakes," said Donald. "I'm almost started the coach away with the others." "Oh, do you see that?" exclaimed Donald's driver. A mob of angry passengers erupted from the sidings. "Oh, they're complaining to the Fat Controller. He'll be coming here next." "Oh, no, listen," said Douglas's driver. "We'll change tenders. They're away with you, Donald. And take our goods. Dinna fuss about us. Quickly now, do as I say." The Fat Controller and 3 passengers walked towards them, but Donald, with Douglas's tender, 10, was out and away with the goods before they came near. Douglas and his driver waited with innocent expressions. "Ah," said the Fat Controller, "number 9, and why have you not taken the goods?" "Oh, my tender is away, sir." The driver showed him the tender, still uncoupled. I see. Some defect, no doubt. Tell me, why did number 10 leave so quickly?" "Maybe, sir," put in Douglas. "He saw you coming and thought he was late." Said the Fat Controller. He turned to the passengers. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are the facts. Number 10 has been shunting the yard. Your coach disappeared. We investigate. Number 10 disappears too. You can draw your own conclusions. Please accept my apologies. This matter will be investigated. Good afternoon, gentlemen. The Fat Controller watched them until they climbed the station ramp. His shoulders twitched. He wiped his eyes. Douglas wondered if he was crying, but he was not. He swung around suddenly. Douglas! He rapped. Why are you masquerading with Donald's tender? How did he know? Story 3. Brake Van. The Fat Controller scolded both engines severely. There must be no more tricks, he said. I shall be watching you both. I have to decide which of you is to stay. And he strode away. The twins looked glum. Neither wanted to stay without the other, and they said so. Then what is to do? Wondered Douglas. Ugh, said Donald. Each one just be as good as each other. Then he'll have to keep us both. Their plan was good, but they had reckoned without a spiteful brake van. The van had taken a dislike to Douglas. Things always went wrong when he had to take it out. His trains were late, and he was blamed. Douglas began to worry. You're a muckle nuisance, said Donald one day. It's to leave you behind that be wanting.
You can't,
said the van.
I'm essential.
Ah, hurry, Donald burst out. You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spat Dougie, would ye? Take that!
Ow, ow, ow,
cried the van. Hold your wheest, said Donald severely. There's more coming, should ye misbehave. The van behaved better after that. Douglas's trains were punctual, and the twins felt happier. But then Donald had an accident. He backed into a siding. The rails were slippery. He couldn't stop in time, and he crashed through the buffers into a signal box. One moment, the signalman was standing on the stairs, and the next, he was sitting on the coal in Donald's tender. He was most annoyed. You clumsy great engine, he stormed. Now you must stay there. You've jammed my points. It serves you right for spoiling my nice new signal box. The Fat Controller was cross too. I am disappointed, Donald, he said. I did not expect such clumsiness from you. I had decided to send Douglas back and keep you. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. But Donald didn't say what he was sorry for. We know, don't we? I should think so, too, went on the Fat Controller. You have upset my arrangements. It is most inconvenient. Now James will have to help with your goods work, while you have your tender mended. Oh, you know James will not like that. The Fat Controller was right. James grumbled dreadfully. Oh, anyone would think, said Douglas, that Donald had his accident on purpose. I heard tale, he went on, about an engine and some tar wagons. Gordon and Henry chuckled. Oh, shut up, said James. It's not funny. Oh, well, said Douglas innocently. Surely, James, it wasn't you. You didn't say. James didn't say. He was sulky the next morning and wouldn't steam properly. When at last he did start, he bumped the trucks hard.
He's cross,
snickered this spiteful brake van.
We'll try to make him crosser still.
Okay, there we go.
Hold back,
whispered the van to the trucks.
Hold back,
whispered the trucks to each other. Oh, James did his best, but he was exhausted by the time they reached Edward Station. Luckily, Douglas was there. Oh, help me up the hill, please, panted James. These trucks are playing tricks. Well, we'll show them, said Douglas grimly. Come on, puffed James crossly. Get moving, you, puffed Douglas from behind. Slowly but surely, the snorting engines forced the unwilling trucks up the hill. But James was losing steam. "I can't do it! I can't do it!" he panted. "Lay it to me! Lay it to me! Lay it to me!" shouted Douglas. And he puffed and he he puffed and he panted and he pushed so furiously that sparks left from his funnel.
Oh, groaned the van. I wish I'd never thought of this.
It was squeezed between Douglas and the trucks.
Go on,
It screamed, but they took no notice. The guard was anxious. "Go steady," he yelled to Douglas. "The van's breaking!" But it was too late. The guard jumped as the van collapsed. He landed safely on the side of the line. The fat controller showed up. "I might have known it would be Douglas." "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Maybe I was clumsy, but I wouldn't have been beaten my own tricksy van." "I see," said the fat controller. Edward brought the workmen to clear the mess. "Douglas was grand, sir," he said. "James had no steam left, but Douglas worked hard enough for 3. I could hear him from my yard." "2 would have been enough," said the fat controller dryly. "I want to be fair, Douglas," he went on. "I admire your determination, but I don't know. I really don't know." And he turned and walked thoughtfully away. Story 4. The Deputation. "Oh, he'll send us away for sure, Donald." "I'm thinking you're right there, Dougie. The luck's been agin us, and then you doesna ken what to do for the best." Snow came early that year. It was heavier than usual, and it stayed, too, and choked the lines. Most engines hate snow. Donald and Douglas were used to it. They knew what to do. Their driver spoke to the inspector, and they were soon coupled back to back with a van in between their tenders and a snowplow at each end. They soon set to work. They puffed busily backwards and forwards, patrolling the line. Generally, the snow slipped away easily, but sometimes they found deeper drifts. Then they would charge them again and again, snorting, slipping, puffing, panting, until they had forced their way through. Presently, they came to a drift that was larger than most. They charged it and were backing for another try when there was a feeble whistle, and people waved and shouted. "Losh sakes, Donald! It's Henry!" "Dinna fash yourself, Henry. Obey the wee. We'll hae you out." The fat controller was returning soon. The twins were glum. "Oh, he'll send us back for sure," they said.
It's a shame,
sympathized Percy. "Ugh, a load of nonsense about a signal box," grumbled Gordon. "Too many of those, if you ask me." "That brake van too," put in James. "Good riddance, that's what I say." "They were splendid in the snow," added Henry. "It isn't fair." They all agreed that something must be done, but none knew what. One day, Percy talked to Edward about it. "What you need," said Edward, "is a deputation." And he explained what that was. Percy ran back quickly. Edward says we need a depot station," he told the others. "Of course," said Gordon. "But the question is, what is a desperation?" asked Henry. It's when engines tell the fat controller what's wrong and ask him to put it right." "Did you say tell the fat controller?" asked Duck thoughtfully. There was a long silence. "I propose," said Gordon at last, "that Percy be our disputation." Squeaked Percy. "I can't." "Rubbish, Percy," said Henry. "It's easy." "Then it's settled then," said Gordon. Poor Percy wished it wasn't. Also, I'm pretty sure that's Edward. So why doesn't he just explain the deputation idea to everybody? Hello, Percy. It's nice to be back. Percy jumped. Some trucks went flying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
You look nervous, Percy. What's the matter?
Please, sir. They've made me a desperation, sir, to speak to you, sir. I don't like it, sir.
The Fat Controller pondered. Do you mean a deputation, Percy? He asked.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. It's Donald and Douglas, sir. They say, sir, that if you send them away, sir, they'll be turned into scrap, sir. That'd be dreadful, sir. Please, sir, don't send them away, sir. They're nice engines, sir.
Thank you, Percy. That'll do. And he walked away. I had a deputation yesterday, said the Fat Controller. I understand your feelings, but I do not approve of interference. He paused impressively. Donald and Douglas, I hear that your work in the snow was good. What color paint would you like? The twins were surprised. Oh, blue, sir, please. Very well, but your names will be bolted onto you. We will have no more mistakes. Oh, thank you, sir. Does this mean that the both of us? The Fat Controller smiled. It means... But the rest of his speech was drowned in a delighted chorus of cheers and whistles. And that is the twin engines. I hope you enjoyed this objectively better version, and I will see you in the next story. Have a good one.